Hey there, it's J-Rod here for Rich Retirement TV, and today I want to talk to you about a crazy story behind a major stock breakout and an Amazon partnership, and one that is very, very near and dear to my heart. Before I was a serious musician and a financial analyst, I was a computer programmer, and I started off making little computer games using the programming language BASIC. Then moved to C, C++, and Java, and now Python. But I really got into it from my dad, who was also a computer science major way back. I won't farther back than he'd probably like me to admit, but it runs in my family. And one of the languages that he used was COBOL, and COBOL is a very, very old, 60-year-old language that powers mainframe computers in government, in finance. Major banks still use it. In fact, 95% of ATM swipes, when you go to the ATM, the code that basically gets your money out from the machine and tells the bank what to do, that's powered by COBOL. So you can see, and with that percentage level in operation, you can see why having programmers who can understand the language would be important. But you might ask yourself, why is a 60-year-old language in operation today? Well, governments, financial institutions, once they invest money in systems, they want to get a long life out of it. And particularly in government, you may not always have the budget to update your systems. And in the case of COBOL, it still runs so many systems because the systems are mission critical, and the expense of updating these systems to newer languages is very high. So a company that owns COBOL is called Micro Focus, and they have entered into a major partnership with Amazon to modernize these mainframe computers that are doing mission critical work, modernize them, take them from the 1950s and 60s and bring them into 2021 for good reason. The programmers that work on this language, the average age of them is 67, 70 plus. The language is going to die out if we don't, modernize these systems. So that's the story behind the partnership here. But the breakout. Let's take a look at this. All right, so here is Micro Focus International. They're an English company, but we're looking at the ADRs that trade on U.S. exchanges here, and just take a look here. You see that a breakout here above 725. This stock has really shown strength. It's up, more than double in the last 6 months. You see here, it's making that beautiful pattern that I'm always talking about, the ascending triangle pattern here. As you can see, the stock pushes up against the 725 level, but as it's moving forward in time, after bottoming out in November, it's making higher lows as it moves higher, and it's even caught the 50-day moving average, using it as support and as a springboard here to the breakout here at 725. My price target on this stock is $10 in the short term. As you can see, the stock has really been stuck between roughly $7 and $5. You take that $2 range, slap it on top of the breakout here, that gives you roughly $9. But I think magnetism will take the stock to 10. But on a longer term basis here, you see the stock's got a $4 range on it, between $3 and $7, and that $4 range gives you $11. I think this is a stock that could comfortably make its way to $12. If the momentum stays behind the stock, we could see a move up here to $15. So that's more than double from where the stock is trading right now. But even in the short term, we're talking about 20-30% moves here in this stock. And the partnership with Amazon is fueled by its Amazon Web Services. So Micro Focus has a platform that will allow institutions to deploy, test and deploy these modernized systems for whatever it is their business is. COBOL is one of the major languages on this platform. It's a huge opportunity, and one that if we don't really get a move on soon, we could have a huge problem in the next 3 to 5 years. So there's a lot of business behind Amazon's partnership, and Micro Focus. Again, a very small stock, a very big breakout, has a lot of room to run here. So this. Amid the so-called tech wreck, this is a stock that is surging under momentum and has a lot more room to run, with an unstoppable trend behind it, as modernization of mainframes is going to be it's not going to stop anytime soon, and there are plenty of mainframes to make that move. So if you're looking for a tech stock breakout today, take a look at Micro Focus International. That's ticker MFGP. And thank you so much for watching my video today. For Rich Retirement TV, I'm J Rod, and I'll see you next week.